Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First, a look at the headlines. 83% Walpoekars enthusiastically cast their vote in the Walpoe by-elections. Vishwajit says high voter turnout will favour him. Prudent asks Walpoekars their priorities on election day. City folk emphasize on unemployment and development while villagers focus on mining. Judges differ on the disqualification case of rebel BJP MLAs in Karnataka. Verdict reserved. Third bench to hear petition on October 20th. Chances of rebels getting voting rights grim. NCP reacts to Subhash Shirodkar's statement on coalition. Jose to take up the issue with CM, says let High Command take final decision. GCA distributes India-Australia ODI passes to life members and affiliated clubs. Members express fear of rain on match day. An Australian sports outreach program gets underway. Good response in the Kalangut Kandoli Centre. GFA to add 3 centres every year. And now the news in detail. 83% Walpoekars voted in the Walpoe by-election. Vishwajit Rane has said that high voter turnout will favour him. BJP is also confident of winning. Poll management system was used for the first time in this election. (14,881) out of 17,920 voters voted for Walpoe in elections on Monday. It fetched around 84% voting. Murumune booth got the highest response with 93% voters flocking the polling station, whereas 5A booth of Walpoe City got the lowest number of voters turnout with 64%. This year's election has seen a rise in percentage of voting from 78-79 to 84%. Voting at Walpoe began at 8 in the morning on Monday and ended peacefully. A huge number of voters turned out for voting marked the election. Congress candidate Vishwajit Rane claimed that the large voter turnout is in his favour. For the first time, help centres are being opened at the polling venue by the Election Commission. Similarly, all the precautions are taken to avoid bogus voting. Pictures of the voters were clicked while voting. Despite rains, people were seen standing in queues. Physically disabled people also cast their vote with the help of their relatives.
The voting percentage is 83.08. This is far beyond our expectation. In the previous elections which have taken place, voting in Walpoe constituency is only 80%. So it means it is more than 80, it is 3% more this time. And I would attribute this to the poll monitoring system. So the poll monitoring system has resulted in a larger voter percentage. And the PMS is 100% success. It has worked excellently and we have been able to capture the photograph and fingerprinting of all these 83.08% of voters.
Congress candidate and Health Minister Vishwajit Rane and BJP candidate visited all the polling booths. BJP candidate Santosh Halankar voted and claimed his victory.
दिसात एकदम बरो आहा लोक सगळे नेटान मतदान करता आमकां पक्की आमची खात्री आहा आमी निवडून येतले
आणि खंय खंय वचून आले
आतां जवळ जवळ म्हाजो एक राउंड कंप्लीट जायत येयलो सगळ्याक बरें चल्लां जातलें खात्री आहा म्हाका.
Vishwajit Rane could not cast his vote being the resident of Pariyem. He predicted minimum of 70% voting in the constituency.
एकदम लोक भायर सरता सगळीकडे पावस पडटा सगळीकडे पण तरी बी लोक भायर सरपाचो चालू आसा आनी दुसरी गोष्ट इलेक्शन कमिशनाचे जे प्रोसिजर नवो वापरला आनी जे आमचे कलेक्टर नॉर्थ आनी सुपरविजन करता एकदम बरी प्रोसिजर वापरल्या आनी म्हाका दिसलें पयलीं डावट आसलो की वेळ लागतलो पूण म्हाका वेळ लागना सिस्टमॅटीक सगळे कडेन चल्ला आनी जें कितें केलां लोक भायर सरता ते कितें 21 तारखेर पळोवपाचें.
तुमकां कितलें वोटींग जातलें अशें दिसता आनी कशें फेवरेबल तुमकां आसा कशें दिसता?
म्हाका दिसता चडसो जातलो 70% क्रॉस जातलो फास्ट चालू लोक भायर सरता पावस मातसो आसा म्हणून मातसो थोडो वेळ जावं येत पण म्हाका दिसता 70% क्रॉस जातलो.
पूण तुमकां फेवरेबल कशें दिसता तुमच्या
जनता सांगतली 21 तारखेर.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with Uday Parab. Monday was the polling day for Walpoi. Voters were seen in queues to vote for their candidate. City folk prioritized issues of development and unemployment, whereas people from villages focused on mining issues.
ज्या कॅन्डिडेट आमी वोटींग करतले तो कॅन्डिडेट आमचो डेव्हलपमेंट वाडपाचो करतलो वाडपा कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सीचो आनी त्या शिवाय जे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रॉब्लेम आसा अशे भुरग्यांक नोकरे बिकरे तो प्रश्न सोडयतलो ह्या दृश्टीन आमी ह्या कॅन्डिडेटाक आमी कोण तो वोटींग केल्लें आसा.
वाड़पे के बारे में लग के वोटिंग किया
विकास के बारे में एम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में
आम्ही आमच्या देशाक लागून आमच्या गांवचे उदरगती जावंक जाय आमचो विकास वाडूंक जाय आमच्या भुरग्या बाळांचे बरें जावंक जाय म्हणून आमकां कोण बरो आसा ताका आमी वोट करून हे केलां.
आमचे बरें जावचें आमच्या भुरग्या बाळाचे बरें जावचें आमचो गांव सुदारचो अशी आमची इच्छा आसा.
हे धरून वोटींग करता.
हे दवरून आमी वोटींग करता.
आमचो एक उद्देश सुदारणा वाडपाची जावची भुरग्यांचो विकास त्या भायर आयज जे भुरगे नोकरेक लागून वंचीत जाल्ल्या तांचो विकास जावचो ह्या उद्देशान आमी वोटींग केलां.
मायनींग आमचो कट्टर विरोध आसा मायनींग जावपाक जाय
हेच पळोवनूच तुमी मतां मारता.
हे पळोवन मतां मारतले जे आमचे कितें प्रयत्न करतले आमी मायनीच्या हेका लागून विरोध जाता पूण आयज सद्या कितें आहा महिला मंडळ फुगड्यो ग्रूप आनी हे कितें आहा ते थोडेशे लोक आमचे गरीब आसल्या कारणान थोडेशे हे गेल्लेले आसा थोडे बळी पडलेले आसा पूण ते पूण तरी सुद्दां आमी आमचे जातले प्रयत्न करतले मायनींग विरोध करून.
विकास जावचो जाय आमचे पूण ते मायने बी जालें की आमी काबार जातली आमी आमचो गेलो
सो ते मनान धरूनच मत मारलें.
आमकां हांगा मायनी जाल्ली नाकात आमगे कितें आमी हांगा हेजेरूच जगप आनी कितें आमकां हांगा साधन ना मायनी जालें जाल्यार अख्खे पिड्या जातले मेन म्हटल्यार उदकाचो प्रॉब्लेम जातलो आनी कितें ताका लागून आमकां मायनी नाका.
हे पळोवन तुमी मतां मारल्या.
हय हे पळोवन डिपेंड.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with Uday Parab. Yediyurappa government has got slight relief because of the High Court order on Monday. Although judges have deferred on issues, the chances of rebels getting the voting right are grim. Another bench will be constituted to hear the petition of rebel MLAs. The case will now come for hearing on the 20th of October.
It was a critical day for the B.S. Yediyurappa government in Karnataka as the High Court heard the case of 11 BJP MLAs disqualified by the Speaker last week. The matter came up for hearing before the bench of Chief Justice Kehar Singh and Justice N. Kumar on Monday. The reports from Bangalore says that the judges deferred on the application of the anti-defection law to the 11 rebel BJP MLAs. Chief Justice Kehar Singh upheld the Speaker's order, but Justice N. Kumar rejected it. However, the judges have agreed on the points that the Speaker has complied with the rules and procedure. Judges have also agreed that the rule of natural justice has not been flouted by the Speaker and the intentions of the Speaker are not nullified. However, the bench has differed on the point whether the anti-defection law under the 10th schedule can be applied to the 11 rebel BJP MLAs. The bone of contention is whether the act of the rebel BJP MLAs lead to voluntarily giving up the membership.
Yes, as per the judgment pronounced by the two judges, both the judges have agreed on 3 points. Number one, the anti-defection rules are procedural. Even if there is a violation, it doesn't amount to illegality of the order of the Speaker. There is no violation of the principles of natural justice and there is no basis for mala fide against the Speaker. But both the judges have differed on the point whether the writing of the letter by 11 MLAs to the governor amounts to leaving the BJP or not. On this issue, the Honorable Third Judge will decide whether he agrees with Justice Kehar, who has said the order is valid, or he will agree with Justice N. Kumar, who says the order is not valid. So he will be deciding only this part. On other issue, both the judges are agreeing.
The petition challenging the disqualification of the 5 independent MLAs will come up for hearing on 2nd of November. The BJP government had won the vote of confidence on 14th with 106 out of 208. Whatever may be the case, today's hearing before the court has been a breather for Chief Minister Yadurappa, as the bench has upheld the conduct of the Speaker on most of the points. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
It's time now for a short break. Stay tuned.